Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Thank you for bringing your light to share this evening. And welcome to the Sunday guidance sharing session. And this is where we'll just share an experience we've had this past week, in making a choice, a decision, and looking at it to see if we made it on our own or did we ask for help? Did we ask Jesus for his opinion?
Bienvenido.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, Elizabeth.
Okay, don't worry. Good evening, everyone. Para esta noche tenemos nuevamente la sesión y dejamos la asignación para esta semana de consultar con Jesús alguna decisión y responder lo que él nos había contestado. That's all.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The question is, why should we spend our time asking Jesus what we should do?
La cuestión es, o la pregunta es, ¿por qué nosotros debemos invertir el tiempo en preguntarle a Jesús qué hacer?
And the answer is because if we don't, it's like driving blindfolded down the interstate.
La respuesta es de que si no lo hacemos, vamos a estar manejando a ciegas acerca de dónde ir.
Sooner or later, we're going to kill ourselves.
Y después vamos entonces a hacernos daños a nosotros mismos.
But the truth is that if we choose, or when we choose to hand over our decision-making to Jesus,
La cuestión es de que si hacemos, o la verdad es de que si nosotros hacemos las cosas de acuerdo a lo que nos diga Jesús,
we can trust that he knows exactly what is in our best interest, and he will always protect us and take care of us.
Okay, para que podemos confiar en que todo lo que él nos recomiende hacer es lo que en realidad nos conviene.
When we choose to manage all of our own decisions all day, every day,
cuando nosotros permitimos que él verdaderamente tome por su mano todas nuestras decisiones todos los días,
we're literally holding up the weight of our own world, trying to manage it all.
estamos haciendo que él realmente esté manejando todos nuestros asuntos.
And when we give it to Jesus, he gives us peace.
Y entregarle eso a Jesús trae a nosotros paz.
We receive miracles by following his guidance.
Y recibimos los milagros siguiendo su guía.
And Jesus arranges time and space so it seems like we have good luck on a regular basis.
Y si nosotros nos disponemos a poner tiempo y espacio, él va a traernos todas las cosas buenas para nosotros.
And most importantly, when we let Jesus take control, we're taking control away from the ego, and that lifts us up.
Ok, lo más importante es que cuando permitimos que Jesús tome el control, estamos quitándole el poder al ego.
So this evening we'll share a choice or choices we made this week, and in honesty of God, look at whether we were in guidance or out of guidance.
Ok, y entonces hoy vamos a ver cuáles nosotros hemos realizado y cuáles de ellas han estado en guía y cuáles no. Eso lo vamos a hacer desde la honestidad de Dios.
And we are all here supporting each other in non-judgment and love.
Esto lo hacemos para apoyarnos unos a otros, no para juzgarnos, sino para demostrarnos amor.
So whatever we share, we never get it wrong.
Por eso, nada que compartamos puede ser equivocado o estar equivocado.
Our sharing is always in service to the whole.
Todo lo que estamos compartiendo es útil para la totalidad.
So I'll begin.
Bueno, yo comienzo.
So I've been doing pretty darn good at not buying my favorite chocolate cookies.
Can you repeat, please?
I have been doing pretty good at not buying my favorite cookies.
Ajá, entonces él está haciendo sus galletas o su comida favorita.
Earlier this week, I was driving by the store or headed towards the store, and I knew I wanted to get them.
Ok, entonces temprano él se levantó hoy y se fue a la tienda y compró todo lo que necesitaba para ello.
And as I was getting close, I finally asked Jesus, should I get these today? And he said, no.
Y le pregunté a Jesús cuando estaba muy cerca si lo haría y entonces Jesús le dijo que no.
And that happened a couple times.
Y eso pasó un par de veces.
But today I went grocery shopping and I forgot.
Y cuando fue a la tienda, él olvidó.
And on my way home, I realized I bought my cookies.
Y cuando regresó a casa, pues preparó sus galletas.
So obviously I wasn't in guidance today. Well, and you know what? I'll be honest, I didn't.
Obviamente.
Go ahead.
Y él no estuvo en guía hoy. Y él tiene que ser honesto, que no estuvo en guía.
I was in guidance the last couple of times when I asked and he said no.
Porque el par de veces que él había preguntado, le habían dicho que.
But I didn't ask today. So I'm going to ask, let's see what everybody hears. Jesus, was I in guidance today to buy my cookies when I went grocery shopping?
Ok, vamos a preguntar entonces a Jesús si estuve o no en guía cuando estuve en la tienda hoy.
What do we hear? You
Yes.
heard yes?
¿Qué escuchan? Sí.
Anyone
I
else?
hear you were neutral about it. No big deal.
Okay.
But you didn't ask. You didn't directly ask. You just kind of got them. I heard yes. So we'll see if I get struck by lightning or anything.
Ok, Mary dice que ella excusa que sí estuvo en guía, que no es cosa.
The important thing for me to realize is that every time I do this, I'm practicing, I'm getting better at it.
Ok, lo más importante es que cuando suceden este tipo de cosas, él procura siempre hacerlo cada vez mejor en cuanto a la guía.
So it's just a matter of continuing on and getting better and better every day.
En realidad eso es lo que importa, que tratemos de hacerlo cada día mejor.
So that's my share. Thank you, Jesus, for your lenience.
Este es mi compartir. Gracias, Jesús. Gracias por escuchar.
And I'll open the floor to anyone who would like to share from their heart.
Ok, ahora abrimos el foro para alguien más, aquellos que quieran compartir.
Go ahead, Mary.
Ok, Mary.
So this morning, in wrapping up the recording of the morning light circle,
En la mañana, cuando estaba haciendo la grabación de los círculos de luz,
I discovered that the audio was not working on the recording that was saved on the computer.
esta se dio cuenta de que uno de los sonidos de audio no estaban funcionando en la computadora.
So the question to Jesus was,
La pregunta a Jesús fue,
do I tell Kay?
lo grabo.
This has not, this type of situation with technology has occurred before.
Son el tipo de situaciones que requieren el coraje anteriormente.
And the desire that Kay says that I'm playing out
y el deseo que hay detrás de esto es el de hacerlo funcionar.
is the desire to report that something isn't working right.
Es el deseo de hacer el reporte de que algo funciona o no.
I'm like, what? You got to be kidding me. And she's like, yeah, Mary.
Y ella dijo, ¿qué? No, pues no.
So I just prayed about it for a little while.
Y ella oró y preguntó por esto.
Was that desire in play right now?
El deseo de que esto funcionara ya en este instante.
And I went into the computer and checked out some other things. YouTube was okay.
Y cuando fue a chequear la computadora, vio que todo estaba correcto.
That my level of anxiety went way down.
Su nivel de ansiedad entonces bajó.
So I just wrapped everything up. I did go in and check and found out the audio had not been fully recording or wasn't being played back for yesterday on the computer either.
Okay, y algo así le sucedió con el video de grabación o con el audio de grabación ayer también.
Now, in the past, this would have been cause for breakdown.
Y en el pasado esto sucedía porque había como una caída.
But this morning was different.
Can you repeat again, please, Mary?
Mm-hmm. This morning was different.
Esta mañana fue diferente.
I asked if I should tell Kay, and I heard yes, of course, tell Kay.
Okay, ella preguntó si todo estaba bien y ella escuchó que sí, que todo estaba bien.
But the guidance was to look at the neutrality of the situation.
Y la guía que ella escuchó es que era una situación de neutralidad.
So I went in and talked to her, and she always wants to know how the joining was.
Can you repeat, please, Mary?
Yeah, Kay always wants to hear how our joinings were during the morning light circle or evening. She wants to know how it went.
Okay, entonces ella escuchó que con Kai que la idea esta mañana en el círculo de luz era escuchar cómo estaba.
So I just calmly told her that the audio wasn't working in the playback for the locally recorded video.
Y ella vio que, o sea, se dio cuenta que el audio estaba funcionando en el video.
But it was recording on YouTube.
Y estaba también en el YouTube.
So I was very calm and neutral about it.
Estuvo muy calmada y neutral en cuanto a esto.
And I don't know if you fully catch the importance of what I'm telling you here.
Y no sabía si estamos captando cuán importante es esto para ella aquí.
Nothing was wrong.
No es que esté equivocado.
And I followed the guidance.
Y ella escucha, sencillamente sigue la guía.
And it wasn't just yes or no, should I tell Kay?
Y ella sencillamente es un sí o no, lo que ella escucha de qué.
It was looking underneath that to see what the desire was for that experience.
Y busca dentro de sí, de su ser, cuál es el deseo que ella está detrás de todo esto.
So it was really a big deal.
Esto fue en realidad una gran situación.
Jesus likes to put all of us in situations in which we want to say, wait, I don't know if I can do that or not.
Y ella se da cuenta que Jesús la coloca en situaciones donde pareciera que ella dice, oh, ¿y ahora qué voy a hacer en medio de todo esto?
And to see that I could step back and not get upset and just ask what to do.
Y que no debo sentirme por eso disconforme o sentirme mal porque no pareciera que no sé lo que tengo que hacer.
And not buy into that play in consciousness anymore.
Y no seguirle el juego a la conciencia más.
Yeah, was profound.
Eso fue profundo. Wow.
And she was very calm about it. Oh, yeah, well, you have to do this and you have to do that.
Oh, y entonces, bueno, tienes que hacer esto. La respuesta es tienes que hacer esto y tienes que hacer aquello.
So there was no big kerfuffle about it.
Es algo muy grande hacer eso.
Thank you. Thank you, Jesus.
Gracias. Gracias, Jesús.
Thank you, Mary. It's a great example.
Gracias, Mary.
Great example of not getting caught up in the emotion of what we think is going wrong.
Ese es un buen ejemplo donde no nos podemos dejar llevar sencillamente por la emoción.
And the importance of just sharing what happened as it is and not making a big deal out of it.
Y lo importante es no hacer de eso, o sea, algo muy grande que nos pueda quitar la paz.
You didn't make a big deal and Kay didn't make a big deal.
Es algo muy importante en el caso de Kay y tú.
And it seems like over and over again, certainly more recently,
Y eso es un juego que se gana una y otra vez, cada vez de manera más razonable.
when I calm down my automatic reaction,
Cuando ella calma sus reacciones automáticas
and just get quiet and ask,
y sencillamente se aclara al preguntar.
the best answer is always right there.
Esa es la mejor manera de hacerlo.
So it seems like such a small thing,
Son como pequeñas cosas,
like you and your cookies,
como cuando tú estás cocinando tus galletas.
but it's really pretty profound.
Eso es realmente profundo.
And it gives me that experience of accepting a miracle on something that was running me.
Y eso le permite aceptar los milagros en cada una de las cosas que le vienen a ella.
So, yay.
Sí.
Thank you, Mary.
Mm.
Gracias, Mary.
Yeah, the importance of sharing our experiences to help everyone learn. Beautiful.
Ok, lo importante de compartir nuestras experiencias es que ellos nos ayudan a todos. Hermoso.
Would someone else like to share what's on your heart as service to the whole? And it looks like Renee.
Ok, ¿alguien más quiere compartir para la unidad? René.
Yeah, it was like I came around to following, and he's just reminding me now with this share.
Es algo que me viene con este compartir.
The dedication that we have and that it
La
takes.
ocasión para tomar.
The background noise. You can't hear all that noise, can you? Oh, David, you're muted.
No, you're good.
Okay. I'm outside, so there's noise. Okay, so there was something that I did notice that I was not in guidance to begin with.
Es algo que yo me he dado cuenta acerca de estar en la guía.
And there were other instances where I wasn't in guidance. This is just the example I'm going to give.
De estar en guía y de no estar en guía otra vez.
I make a payment to someone at a very specific time.
En un tiempo específico, en tiempos específicos.
And I just started having thoughts that I could modify that time. And I was like rationalizing for things in the future of why it would be okay to change the time.
Ok, entonces para seguir la guía, para cosas que están sucediendo ahora, para cosas que queremos hacer en el futuro, para cosas que han pasado.
So I sent a message to Almighty.
Ese es un mensaje.
And they confirmed right away that I was, they just kind of said, well, why is that? Why would you try to, change the time or the date?
Okay. Entonces ella dice, ¿por qué? Porque tengo que estar cambiando de tiempo durante el día.
And it just was so simple. It was like, why is that? Was the question.
Entonces la pregunta en este caso es ¿por qué? Esa es
So
la pregunta.
just, yeah, fortunately I started to follow right then when I did take it to Jesus.
Lo importante es que ella está ahora siguiendo la guía de Jesús.
So it's also a confirmation for me of like the speed of the correction.
Y se está siguiendo la guía y recibe confirmación de la voz, siguiendo la guía.
And the power of being decisive, which he's been, nudging me towards being decisive.
Okay. Y el poder del ser divino que le permite reconocerlo.
And he was showing me a desire of wanting to give up on myself.
Y cuando el deseo viene, es capaz entonces de dejarlo por sí misma.
And that's just one of the desires I've been looking at. There are some other ones.
Can you repeat, please, Rini?
That's just one example of a desire I've been looking at. I'm looking at a couple of them, but that's the one I hear to mention right now, is the desire to give up.
Okay, el deseo que ella escucha que es el deseo de renunciar.
And I'm hearing also to get clarity on the desire, which I'll do so afterwards.
Ese es el deseo que ella está escuchando claramente después del trabajo.
But anyway, I came around. It was just, I saw quickly. And then even though I still, it took a little while for me to make the payment. It didn't seem to be like to where I could make it right away. I just stayed, with it to where I just in trust that it was all going to work out, and it did. So.
Ok, luego de ella mirar y ver todo lo que sucede y de seguir la guía y de hacer las preguntas, ella sencillamente se da cuenta que todo lo que tiene que hacer es confiar.
And yes, there's more to see about the desire. So I'm going to get clarity on that as well, but through joining. So thank you.
Ok, sencillamente unirse y ver el deseo para poder aclararlo. Ese es mi compartir. Gracias.
Thank you, Renee. I think the
Gracias, René.
important part of that share was that you joined with the mighty.
Lo importante de esto que has compartido es el unirte con tu compañero poderoso.
Yes, and like just having these consistently, talking to him about guidance every day. That was another thing that he's reminding me. I can talk to him in the morning and the evening about the assignments.
Okay. Sí, lo importante es la consistencia con la cual ella se ha unido a su compañero para poder trascender los deseos, y ella lo ha hecho en la mañana y en la tarde con su compañero poderoso.
Yes, and you got hit with a question you weren't expecting, like, why would you even want to do that?
Sí, lo importante de esta pregunta es, ¿por qué tú quieres hacer eso?
Yeah, it stopped me in my tracks. So that was awesome.
Es detener entonces todo esto.
So thank you.
Gracias.
Greg, would you like to share?
Yes, please.
Oh, wonderful.
Greg, ¿quieres compartir? Sí, por favor.
My share is about
Mi compartir es acerca de
someone came to my door
Can you repeat, please, Greg?
Someone came to my door
¿Alguien vino a mi puerta?
and I was upset. And I did not want
Y él
to.
abrió.
Sorry, go ahead. And
Go ahead. Can you repeat, please?
Yeah, and I was upset and I didn't want to answer the door.
Ok, él estuvo disgustado y no quiso responder a la puerta.
But I did.
Pero lo hizo.
And I laid into this person.
Y atendió a esta persona.
And I knew it was wrong.
Y él creyó que estaba equivocado.
But I kind of didn't care one way or another at this point.
pero él no le importa en realidad
No.
acerca de esto.
So the person left,
La persona se rió
and the next day, which was yesterday,
y la próxima vez, la siguiente ocasión que fue ayer,
I was beside myself about it.
y él estuvo, o sea, pasó a su lado acerca de eso.
So I asked Jesus, should I call this person and apologize to him?
Y le preguntó a Jesús si él debería llamar a esta persona para disculparse.
And I didn't get an immediate yes or no.
Y él no obtuvo una inmediata respuesta de sí o no.
But it just felt like it was the right thing to do.
Y él siente que esa era una manera correcta de hacerlo.
And I called him
Y entonces lo llamó
and told him that I'd like to apologize and if I hurt you, and
y él se disculpó por si lo había lastimado.
and it turned out to be, he was very cool with it. He was okay with this.
Y él entonces todo estuvo bien y se sintió muy bien con todo esto.
And it turned out really well. And he was very kind and understanding.
Y todo se volvió más calmado, se pudo de manera más comprensiva y se sintió excelente.
And I just felt that it was an affirmation maybe through Jesus.
Y él sintió que esa fue una información de Jesús.
That if it turned out where both people were healed,
Y que ambas personas, esto era para que ambas personas sanaran.
that it was the right thing to do.
Y era la manera correcta de hacerlo.
And I wept afterwards.
Y después de estas palabras,
And I felt like a ton of bricks had gotten off my shoulders.
y él sentía que Dios estaba a su hombro.
And I'm just learning how to always ask him first.
Y él, bueno, después de esto se da cuenta de que tiene siempre que preguntar primero.
And even if I end up misinterpreting what he wanted me to do,
Y de no interpretar por su cuenta qué es lo que él quiere que nosotros hagamos.
that maybe in the end,
Y a lo mejor al final,
that if there was a healing,
es sencillamente para sanar.
it may have been a yes to make this apology.
Y que sí, con esta disculpa, eso fue lo que sucedió.
Because I'm just beginning to trust to hear his voice.
Y eso es solo el comienzo de confiar en que estaba escuchando su voz.
And that's a good place for me.
Y eso es una buena manera, un nuevo juego para mí.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Thank you, Greg.
Gracias, Greg.
Beautiful example of humility.
Un gran ejemplo de humildad,
Willingness to see that the ego got the best of you.
de aceptar que el ego puede quizás tratar de hacer las cosas mejor que tú.
And asking Jesus how to
Y pregu-
rectify the situation.
Y preguntarle a Jesús qué hacer ante cada situación.
I hear you were in guidance to call him.
Y escucho que estás en guía.
And
Al
yes,
escuchar.
there was definitely a healing for all.
Y definitivamente fue para la sanación de todos.
So
Bien.
thank you for sharing that for service to the whole.
Thank you.
Gracias por ese compartir para la totalidad.
Yep.
Okay, anyone else?
I'm happy to share.
You have the
Okay,
floor.
Andy. Okay, Andy's going to share.
Just like last week, I was not planning to be here.
La semana pasada él planeó no estar aquí
And frankly, I don't want to be here.
y francamente no quería estar aquí.
I'm feel like deeply unwound from perfectionism and control.
Porque él sencillamente quiere estar tener todo bajo control.
And I'm here now without really knowing what to say.
Porque yo a veces siente que no sabe qué decir.
And I'm feeling to talk about these two contrast experiences over this last week.
A hablar acerca del contraste de lo que había sucedido durante esta semana.
Experiencing the flow and the ease of guidance and the contrast of feeling like I'm running in the mud when I don't do that.
Ok, eran experiencias acerca de cuando habíamos hecho cosas bajo la guía y cuando no.
I have the desire to not let Jesus into my workplace.
Y él tuvo el deseo de no permitir que Jesús estuviera como parte de su trabajo.
A desire to put the analytical mind on a pedestal.
De colocar todas estas cosas en un pedestal.
And in this way, I was writing and finishing this manuscript for this research publication.
Y él estuvo haciendo un escrito acerca de esto.
And I just felt this relishing about how this is going to be the first ever, all this specialness coming up.
Y él estuvo disfrutando de ver cómo él hacía todo este tipo de cosas que le parecían especiales.
And then I heard in my mind, this is nothing.
Y él escuchó en su mente que esto no es nada.
And that was a kind of a screw you. I just said, forget it. I'm not listening anymore. I'm going and finishing this thing.
Ok, entonces él dijo, bueno, déjalo allí. Ya no le sigas, no hagas más nada. Tienes que seguir la guía.
And the fear and the anger and the paranoia that all sprang from that.
Y el enojo, la paranoia.
That just all came up as a result of that.
Y eso es el resultado de todo esto.
I really felt it almost for the first time. It was like, whoa.
Y cuando él sintió todo esto por primera vez, él dijo, wow.
And so the juxtaposition has been this opportunity to do these light circle sessions with you mighties.
Ok, esto es todo lo que él ha podido obtener en las reuniones de los círculos de luz con los compañeros poderosos.
And then being kind of guided to move into helping with facilitating some of these sessions.
Y todo toda la ayuda que uno recibe a través de las facilitaciones en los círculos de luz, en las sesiones.
And, over this last week, I've tried to bring a lot of my old tricks to a new game, which hasn't worked out.
Ok, él trató durante esta semana de hacer varias cosas en este nuevo juego.
And I really just finally broke down and said, okay, what's going on?
Y él logró romperlo y decir, bueno, vamos.
And heard, perfect following.
Y él pudo entonces hacer una guía, poder seguir de manera bien.
And I would bring up, well, there's so much fear.
Pero él pudo experimentar temor.
And kept hearing, no, there's so much willingness.
Y tener disposición, no tuvo mucha disposición.
And so these sessions for me in facilitating it have been the complete retranslation of that research paper experience.
Ok, y que en las reuniones con los círculos y los compañeros poderosos le permiten mirar las cosas de manera diferente respecto a esto.
In which, I said, well, I need a structure to do this.
Y él dijo, bueno, yo necesito estructura para hacer esto.
I heard, you can have the structure, but I will tell you everything in the moment.
Necesitas estructura, pero todo esto te va a ser dicho en el momento.
But the difference is relaxing into that trust and just kind of going into this flow.
Sí, y es sencillamente confiar en lo que se está haciendo.
And it's everything I could ask for.
Hay que preguntar por todo.
So thank you, Mighties, for helping me in facilitating this process.
Gracias a todos los facilitadores por la ayuda que ha recibido durante este proceso.
I'm open for this to translate to all aspects of the seeming life's experience.
Estoy abierto para el aprendizaje que estoy llevando a través de esta experiencia.
So thank you.
Gracias.
Thank you, Andy.
Gracias, Andy.
Thank you.
And your
Andy.
willingness is everything. It cannot be overstated. Your willingness is everything.
Sí, en este caso todo, tu disposición es todo lo más importante en todo esto.
And Jesus is taking your need for perfection and using it in another way.
Y Jesús sabe que tú necesitas perfección y Él utiliza esto de otra manera.
Yeah, in a way that serves the whole.
En la manera de la totalidad.
And we're grateful that you're here, and Greg and everybody. We're grateful that everyone's here because everyone's playing a part.
Gracias a todos porque cada uno de nosotros es parte de todo esto.
And Lisbeth, especially because of her translation.
Thank you, you're welcome. Always. This is my part in all of this. Sometimes I feel afraid, but I say, okay, Jesus, I'm not doing anything. I'm in your way, in your hands, always.
Oh, that's inspiringly beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. I would like to share something during this week, because when you told us last Sunday, you said you are going to share something about you are going to planning to do. Okay. I usually do or talk with Jesus when I wake up in the morning. Okay, go ahead. I'm going to do something. Show me. Okay. I don't ask first before doing anything. And I stop during this day and I ask about a new assignment. No, a new job that is I'm going to begin on May 20 around this one, but I don't have a confirmation. It's going to be a new job, but I said, Jesus, but I'm not sure if I can wait for this because I need work. And I asked Jesus, can I wait? Is used for healing my mind, wait for this answer in this job at the end of May, or I go to other part. And Jesus answered me, hold on, hold. And during this day, he repeat, and I read in any place, and I heard in many places, hold on. Okay, I'm still waiting. The notice in this, I asked before do anything. Okay, and I'm still waiting for this answer, because sometimes, the ego show you other way, other situation, and sometimes you share before ask. Okay, and this is my sharing. I feel that I follow the guidance in this. I'm still waiting for the answer. Ok, durante esta semana, bueno, mira, I'm going to translate. Ok, durante esta semana le pregunté a Jesús acerca de si esperar por una respuesta de un trabajo que se me está ofreciendo para el fin de mes. Y yo le decía a Jesús, espero a la respuesta o busco otra cosa. Y él claramente me dijo que sí, que esperara, y consistentemente lo escuchaba, lo veía escrito, y he decidido, bueno, hacer y esperar y no decidir por mi cuenta. Eso es todo lo que tenía que compartir. That's all. Can you hear me?
Sorry about that. I was muted. That takes so much courage to wait and trust.
Yes. It's not easy sometimes.
No. But when we do trust 100%, Jesus always comes through.
Yes. Sí, algunas veces no es fácil esperar. O sea, no es tener el coraje de confiar y esperar.
So thank you for being a beautiful example of trust for us and courage.
Gracias por traer este ejemplo de coraje.
Thank you, Jesus.
Gracias, Jesús.
Hmm. And he will come through.
Y bueno, por la verdad.
With chocolate cookies.
Galletas de chocolate.
Ora Luz, would you like to share anything from your heart?
Aureluz, ¿algo que quieras compartir de tu corazón?
Hola, buenas noches a todos.
Good evening, everyone.
Quería agradecer mucho todo lo que comparten.
I'm grateful for all of you for your sharing.
Comentar que me pasó algo igual que Andy.
Okay, she lived something look like Andy.
Un par de veces no quería entrar en la sesión por no saber lo que decir.
Okay, he didn't want to come to the light circles in order to don't have anything to say.
Y veo que la confianza es todo, que uno hay que tener confianza, no hay por dónde ir.
Now I know that I must only trust in Jesus.
Oh,
Y más agradecer a todos los que me llegaron de Jesús.
Can you repeat, Aureluz? ¿Puedes repetir, Aureluz, que no te escucho?
Sí, quería agradecer todos los mensajes que ustedes me entregaron de parte de Jesús hoy.
Okay, she wants to say thank you all of you about the message that she received from Jesus today. Continúa, Aureluz.
Estoy muy agradecida por todos los mensajes a ustedes y a Jesús.
I'm grateful all of you for all of messages to you and Jesus.
Muchísimas gracias, Lisbeth, por la traducción.
A la orden, Aureluz. Thank you, Lisa, for the translation.
Feliz noche a todos.
Good night, everyone.
thank you, Orluz.
Gracias, Aureluz.
And this shows how important it is to be here and listen,
Yes, eso es lo importante de estar aquí y escuchar.
and it shows that even when we don't think we have anything to share, we have something important to share.
Y aun cuando creamos que no tenemos nada importante que compartir, sí existe algo que podemos compartir.
So it was beautiful. Thank you.
Eso es hermoso. Gracias.
Mene, do you have anything on your heart you would like to share about a choice you made this past week and whether or not it was in guidance with Jesus?
Mine, ¿hay algo que quieras compartir de lo que hayas visto con Jesús esta semana?
We support you in love and non-judgment, so feel free to share.
Te acompañamos y te apoyamos con amor. Aquí no estamos para juzgar. ¿Algo para decir, mire?
Okay. So,
Solo puedo decir que estoy muy agradecida con él, con Jesús, porque me ha apoyado muchísimo en esos últimos días.
Okay,
Oh,
she's grateful with Jesus because he's supporting her during this day. Continúa, Mine.
Y sé que él está conmigo
And I know he's with me
todo el tiempo
every time.
y que a pesar de que en esta vida ilusoria que a veces tenemos, pues él me da fuerza y fortaleza para seguir adelante.
Okay. He support me in all of this illusion that we believe that we are living.
Y pues mi agradecimiento es diario, en todo momento, y Y solamente eso puedo decir. Muchas
Okay.
gracias, Jesús. Gracias. Saludos,
Thank you.
hermano. Gracias.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jesus, for your support, your help, and your love. I cannot hear you.
Thank you, Mine.
Gracias, Mine.
And thank you all for being here and for your shares.
Gracias a todos por estar aquí y por compartir.
I think it's important for us to know
Es importante para nosotros saber
that while Jesus is always with us,
que Jesús está siempre con nosotros.
we aren't allowing him to manage our lives if we don't give him control to make our choices.
Nosotros permitimos que Él nos esté involucrado en nuestras decisiones.
If I'm choosing to make all my choices,
Y si decidimos tomar nuestras decisiones,
then I'm giving control to the ego.
vamos a hacerlo, pero a través del control del ego.
And there's really nothing Jesus can do about it because it's my choice.
Y en ese caso Jesús no puede hacer nada porque es nuestra decisión.
Jesus can only step in and arrange time and space for me.
Y Jesús siempre está para nosotros, a nuestro alcance.
If I ask him what to do, I listen and follow.
Si le preguntamos qué hacer y seguimos la guía.
So again, these are beautiful sessions to become more inspired,
Y esta es una hermosa sesión donde nos podemos ver inspirados,
but to also share in honesty of God what we're doing to practice and get better.
Compartir en la honestidad de Dios y poder sentirnos mejor.
So we will meet again in a week.
Nos vamos a reunir una semana.
That means we have a whole week to ask Jesus a question.
Y vamos a estar durante toda la semana haciéndole a Jesús las preguntas.
So, so thank you all.
Gracias a todos.
We love you all.
No wiggle room.
Los amamos a todos.
No wiggle room. A whole week.
Oh, toda la semana.
Oh, thank you all for joining tonight.
Gracias a todos por unirse esta noche.
Thank you, Jesus. We love
Bye.
you.
Thank you, David. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, David.
Thank you, Jesus. Yeah.
Thank you. See you.
Thanks, David.
Bye. We love you. Los amamos. Bye.
Buenas noches.
Chao.
Love you all.
Thanks,
Bye,
Lisbeth.
y'all.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks,
Thanks,
Lisbeth.
Lisbeth.
Really appreciate
Yeah.
you translating.
Thanks, Andy.
See you, Greg.
Gracias, gracias.
Love you guys. See ya.
All right.
Bye.
Love you guys. Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Hey, Mary,
Yep.
you notice when Lisbeth, and even now when we're talking with you,
Yeah.
we get an echo. Do you
Oh,
hear-
really? I can't hear it.
Okay, I hear it even now when I'm talking or when Lisbeth is translating with you.
Okay.
There's an echo.
Okay. I'll listen to the video and then see if it showed up and then
Yeah.
ask Kay about it.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah. Oh, will.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
something going on with one of the settings there. I mean, it's not
Okay.
terrible, but it's definitely noticeable.
Okay. Huh. Okay. Another opportunity to talk to Kay about technology. Yay. Thanks a lot, David.
Yeah, but that's something that she said, not you.
Yeah, that's true.
That's another great session.
Yes, it was. It was.
Yeah.
Thank you for your, your feedback and your, I mean, there's just so much loving presence there in listening and being grateful about what people have to say.
Oh,
Its
yeah.
contribution to the whole. It's great.
Yeah, it's so important. It's so
Mhm.
important. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, to feel welcomed, like with Minnie or Arlus,
Yeah.
to call on them, and just because it's really amazing when I've called on people that didn't volunteer, some of the stuff that's come out of people. I mean, both of them said things that were inspiring.
Yeah.
You know, talking to Jesus and wanting to, follow guidance.
Well, and even being inspired by what they're hearing here from the other mighties,
Mhm.
like
Their gratitude.
yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
So anyhow,
We're going to watch a movie.
oh, nice.
That, I know you remember Billy Graham also, but
I watched that movie.
Oh, did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it. And his wife too, right? Yeah, she's amazing. They're both amazing.
Yeah.
They went their separate ways. Right? Isn't that the one? What was the one that I saw? I thought it was Billy Graham.
Wasn't Billy Graham and his wife. They stayed together till they both died.
Oh, you know what? Then it must have been a different one. Maybe I didn't see that one.
Okay. This was like a documentary put together by his son Franklin and by a bunch of people about Billy Graham's life and his unremitting devotion to God, even when, he was ostracized or criticized for going to the Soviet Union, and he went all over the world. And his wife had to rear, how many kids did they have? 5 or 6 kids, a lot by herself, because he was gone so much, because he was so committed to giving back what he was given. He wouldn't compromise. Now, of course, I may not agree with everything that came out of his mouth, but I certainly was moved by his commitment to God and speaking the truth as he knew it. Yeah. And his wife was
another TV evangelist, he and his wife, there was this movie about their rise and fall.
Was that Tammy Faye or whatever?
Yes, Baker.
Oh, yeah,
Tammy
that was
Faye
quite a
Baker.
different story.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that, but I remember them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were a very different couple than Billy Graham and his wife.
Okay, well, that was a good movie too. Somebody will have to watch.
Oh, was?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know if we'll watch that or not, but
Yeah.
who knows what we're going to watch. Anyway, the Billy Graham documentary was really beautiful.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some popcorn and watch something.
Make it a good one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, Mary.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you. Bye-bye. Thank you.